Hello all, 4-Player Squad Gaming here, and this is our Final Fantasy XIV Trial Guide series. The Chrysalis is part of the main story questline and is part of the quest, A Pain in My Ascian. No, not really, the quest is called An Uninvited Ascian, but you get the gist. It is also worth mentioning that 15 tomestones of poetics are awarded upon completion. So without further ado, let's dive right in. The tank can start the fight as normal, running through the boss and aiming him away from the party. Spark is a single target spell that will be used against the tank a lot. It does low to medium damage on its own. However, Nabriales will cast double, which will allow Spark to hit twice, and later in the fight triple, to allow Spark to hit 3 times. Double and triple can cause a large amount of damage, and tank swapping can be utilised to aid this. Shirk and Provoke to swap to the off tank to absorb some of the damage. When the boss teleports to the centre of the room, the orb phase begins. All players must aim to intercept all of these orbs and stop them from reaching Nabriales. You should rotate which orb you are hit by, to reduce the damage from them. The red orb will debuff with vulnerability to magical damage, and the green-black orb will debuff with physical vulnerability. If you alternate between them when intercepting them, you will take minimal damage. Shadow Sprites will spawn during this phase also. DPS should aim to take these out as fast as possible, as they have a large cone AoE, Dark 2, that can cause you some issues and deals moderate damage. Nabriales will cast Dark 4 after the orb phase, and the more orbs he absorbs, the more damage Dark 4 will do. This can be a party wipe, so be a good hungry hippo and collect those balls. The boss will now start teleporting to random locations in the room and cast End of Days. End of Days is a column AoE that can easily be avoided. Stat damage on him as much as possible during this phase. In between teleports, the boss will spark the tank as before, sometimes casting double and even triple into the mix. At 40% health, Nabriales will teleport into the middle again, and a secondary orb phase will begin, with more orbs. Using the same mechanics as before, intercept these and kill the Shadow Sprites. Nabriales will start using an ability, QUAKE 3. This is an area-wide instant burst that deals moderate damage. After another round of End of Days, and at around 20% health, Nabriales will cast Meteor. You will debuff and start getting sucked into the portal at the centre of the room. You must try and stay out of the portal for as long as possible, and at 0 you'll be dragged in. The next area will amplify any buffs or debuffs for 10 times the duration. This is why we need to cancel out the debuff before we enter. However, on the flip side, go crazy at activating your buffs. Every duration is multiplied by 10, so this can put you at a huge advantage. Our aim in this area is for the tanks to swallow the damage of the falling meteors, and for the DPS to go crazy on the ethereal tear. Killing this is our way back to the original fight area. Eventually the damage from the meteors will become too great and wipe the party. This mechanic can be tricky and can cause party wipes easily. The healers have to be on the ball to keep the tanks healthy and be able to withstand the meteor damage. It is recommended for the party to use their limit break on the ethereal tear to aid in killing it as fast as possible. Our next phase is Tank and Spang. Nabriales will use Spark with double and triple, but this part of the fight should be easy enough to cope with, and before long it's bye bye Ascian. And there you have it, the Chrysalis is complete. We give this trial a difficulty rating 3 out of 5 stars due to the heavy mechanics during the Meteor phase. Remember to like, subscribe and comment below. We are 4-Player Squad Gaming, thanks for watching.